Millions of tourists have found paradise in the island of Bali. Long before Bali became known to the world, many Western painters have been seduced by the vibrancy of Bali. In the 1920s, Miguel Covarrubias, a Mexican painter, had written a book titled Island of Bali. This book attracted a young Spanish painter, Antonio Blanco, to come to this magical island. As soon as he arrived, he fell in love, and here's the story of his life and his journey to paradise. Antonio Blanco has earned his title Don, given to him by the Spanish king, King Juan Carlos. In his life, Don Antonio Blanco created numerous masterpieces, which are now collections of the Blanco Renaissance Museum. The Blanco Renaissance Museum has become one of Indonesia's national treasures, visited by thousands of tourists around the globe every year. Located on the hilltop of Campuan Ubud, where two sacred rivers emerge into one. The Blanco Renaissance Museum is home to artworks created in this very place, where the maestro Don Antonio Blanco and his son, the young maestro Mario Blanco, is inspired to transform visions into masterpieces of art. The Blanco Renaissance Museum exudes a Rococo charm. Many streams of Balinese life converge into this extraordinary building, as the museum site continues to represent the Balinese world seen through the eyes of the maestro. The Blanco Renaissance Museum comprises of the main museum building, a studio, a gallery, an amphitheater, a library, a family temple, a cafe, a gift shop, and a bird park. Blanco built the museum to commemorate his love for Bali and to house his personal permanent art collections. It is built on 20,000 square meters of land in accordance with the precepts of Hindu faith. 3 stories, symbolic of Balinese faith, and represents the upper, middle, and lower world, where God, man, and demons all have a rightful place. Hence, the topmost floor of the museum houses the artist's most esoteric works. A huge green Italian marble archway, 15 meters high, greets visitors at the entrance steps. This archway is the signature of the Blanco Renaissance Museum. It is marked as the highest standing signature in the world. It is made by duplicating the maestro's signature in vertical line, creating a logo for the Blanco Renaissance Museum. The stairs leading to the museum, where the archway stands, has 15 steps, exactly like the height of the archway. 15th is the date of birth of the maestro. Each floor of the museum has 9 pillars, which is symbolic for the month of birth of the maestro. Above the museum, there are 2 pairs of ears. Don Antonio Blanco believes that, should he and his wife depart from this world, these ears would allow him and his wife to hear all critics of everyone who visits. The museum itself is guarded by 2 massive mystical stone dragons. A fountain in front of the museum is an emissary of the waves of the sea, also connected to the whole cosmos. Each floor in the museum has a pair of stairs, symbolizing all duality in the material world. The 2nd floor of the museum represents the middle world. It is here that Don Antonio Blanco's poetry is conserved.